The story comes to us from TampaBay.com out of Tampa, Florida. One police officer has resigned and another's been suspended in connection to an internal investigation that found they violated policy by taking a woman to the ground and arresting her last summer. So it was over a bad arrest. Now, Officer Brianna I'm not going to be able to say this name. I've tried already. Officer Brianna Yuckniewicz resigned effective January 4th, 2022, while the internal investigation into the July 31st incident was still underway. So they're still investigating the July incident, and she just quits because she knew she got caught. Officer Bridget Curbelo was given a 3-day suspension, according to a notice of disciplinary action that Curbelo signed on March 1st of this year. 3-day suspension. Wow, man. Talk about a slap on the wrist. And by the way, I can't read very well, according to this YouTuber named California Citizens Watch. He can barely read. Well, that's because I'm educated. The Tampa Bay Times received documents related to the internal investigation this week through a public records request. An October 18th memo from Police Captain Brett Owen to the interim chief Ruben Delgado, summarizing the findings of the investigation, gives this account. Here we go. So here's what happened. Yuckniewicz and Curbelo were dispatched to a call about a Chevy Tahoe with an unconscious driver at Kennedy Boulevard and Ashley Street. If you're from Tampa, you know where they're at. Once awakened, the driver showed signs of impairment and ignored requests to get out of the Tahoe. So Curbelo and Yuckniewicz pulled him out. He then refused commands as they tried to handcuff him and place him under arrest on suspicion of DUI. So they held him down until backup officers arrived. Now, here we go. Video taken by one of the backup officers' body camera shows him speaking to a woman who was riding in the Tahoe, according to the memo. So the passenger is the woman. The woman is about 8 feet from the officer, standing with her arms crossed. She can be heard telling officers to get off the driver, who is lying on the ground. Yuckniewicz told the woman to get back or she would be taken to jail. The woman said they wouldn't take her to jail. He ain't taking me to jail. Yuckniewicz replies, I will, and twice told her to back up. Curbelo also told the woman to back up. Then both officers grabbed the woman by the arms, took her to the ground, and arrested her on charge of resisting officers without violence. An arrest report signed by Yuckniewicz said the woman refused several commands to step back and was interfering with the investigation by speaking. Yeah, as cars, I love that too. When you say something and cops go, can you back up? You're interfering with me. As cars go by, like they're not interfering. They're driving right past you. I'm over here on the sidewalk. Now, records show the Hillsborough State Attorney's Office filed a notice on August 6th declining to prosecute the case. The woman later told internal affairs investigators that the man driving the Chevy was her fiance and they'd been celebrating her 30th birthday, and he's passed out behind the wheel. I don't know, maybe he was just tired. Maybe he was sober and they drove for a while. Maybe they drove 150 miles away to celebrate. Yuckniewicz told investigators in an October interview that she perceived the woman as a threat and she resisted by tensing up and bracing. They always say, stop tensing up, as they twist your arm. Stop tensing. And an interviewer told Yuckniewicz that prosecutors decided the woman's arrest was a bad arrest. Wow, prosecutors decided that. But Yuckniewicz said she would not have changed anything about how they handled the incident. Of course they wouldn't change anything. It makes them look stupid. Owen's memo said the woman did not appear to resist any time during the incident, and one of the backup officers who spoke to internal investigators said she did not appear to present a threat to the officer's safety. Another cop even goes, she wasn't a threat. She's standing over there. Uh-oh, look out, cop, because you're crossing the blue line. They're going to get you. The officers The memo states the officers failed to evaluate the situation and de-escalate their own response to the female passenger. The officers had time and additional officers at their disposal, leaving no rush to effect an arrest on the female that was standing, not offering any resistance. In fact, Yuknowitz and Carbello, they probably got their feelings hurt. Oh, she's talking to us. Shut up over there. It's kind of how it goes. Because all they had to do is tell one of the backup officers, can you watch her, make sure she doesn't run up on us? Whatever, there you go. But no, their feelings were hurt and they had to take action. That's how it always is. Now, investigators are concluding that Carbello and Yuknowitz violated department policy regarding professional responsibility and philosophy of enforcement, response to resistance, and standard of conduct. I mean, she got a 3-day suspension for all of that? Wow. Whoa, she lost $400 in pay. Now, I mean, probably was a paid suspension at that. Owen recommended the department also fine Yuknowitz, who had been with the department for about 4 years, violated the department's regulations on incompetence because she had 3 prior sustained violations in the 11 months before the investigation into this arrest. 3 prior violations in less than a year. And in addition to the 3-day suspension, Carbello also is not eligible to select her shift assignments for 2 years. Well, she resigned. She ain't choosing nothing. Carbello stayed on. That's right. Yuknowitz took off. But Carbello got a 3-day suspension and she can't select her shift assignments for 2 years. Wow, she can't choose where she's going to work. Carbello, a 9-year veteran of the department, is appealing the suspension with the help of the Tampa Police Benevolent Association. God bless the unions, said Danny Alvarez, the union's general counsel. And as YouTuber California Citizens Watch says, I drone on and on and on. But you know what? A lot of people listen because this is important to hear. This is important to get out there. You've got 2 cops. One of them has now 4 violations within a year, gets a 3-day suspension, and you can't choose your shifts now. You're going to go where we put you. What she gets paid for. The other one quit. She'll be a cop probably in Fort Lauderdale or Jacksonville somewhere. Maybe if she goes to Fort Lauderdale, she can throw some of the female college girls that come out there to party on the ground and have a good old time arresting them.